Hi guys, in this video we are going to learn about HTML forms. So we have our index.html page and I have live server running. So let us just set up the HTML page and rename the title as forms. So why forms? The best known form on the web is probably the search box that sits right in middle of Google's homepage. So let's say Google. So this is the best known form. In addition to enabling users to search, forms also allow users to perform other functions online. You will see forms when registering as a member of a website, or when shopping online, and when signing up for newsletters or mailing lists. There are several types of form controls that you can use to collect information from visitors to your site. Adding text input, single line, used for single line text of such as email addresses and names. Password input, like a single line text box but it masks the characters entered. Text area, multi-line, for longer areas of text such as messages and comments. Making choices, radio buttons, for use when a user must select one of a number of options. Check boxes, when a user can select and unselect one or more options. Drop down boxes, when a user must pick one of a number of options from a list. You can submit forms to submit the data from your form to another web page. Image buttons, similar to submit buttons, but they will allow you to use an image. Uploading files, file upload, allow users to upload files, example images, to a website. How forms work: a user fills in a form and then presses a button to submit the information to a server. So let's start. So we start the structure of the form with the form tag. So action, let's say http://www.example.com/subscribe.php. This is just an example.com. Method, so action, every form element requires an action attribute. Its value is the URL for the page on the server that will receive the information when in the form when it is submitted. Method, the form can be sent using one of the two methods, get or post. When using the get method, we will get the data from from this action URL. When we are posting, we'll keep the URL in that action URL. Then inside this is where the form controls appear. So this is where the form controls appear. So now we are going to see text inputs. So we'll just remove this p input, type equal to text. It's automatically going to give a type equal text. We'll just keep this in a p. Where's the username? So username, size is equal to 15. You can give how much size it should be. So yeah, it's going to be same. Let's say we're going to give 10. So it's becoming smaller and smaller. Max length equal to 30. So it's not going to let us type more than 30 characters. So then you can here another one, name, just what type of name this should have, username. And then password input, we'll just have another p, password. Then input, instead of text we'll keep password. Name is equal to password, and size same 15, and max length. Usually for passwords there's going to be a minimum length also. So min length, it should be usually 3 or 6. I'm going to give 6. So if we have a submit button, first let's do the text area. Let's have another P. Then instead of input tag, we'll use the text area tag. So name is equal to comments, columns equal to 20, and rows equal to 4. So no need of this ID right now. Enter your comments. Enter your comments. Sorry, comments. Yeah, enter your comments. So it's gonna come in that. So this should be inside the P, not in middle. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So enter your comments. So now we can just remove that enter your comments and type whatever we want. Yeah. So now if you refresh that, enter your comments is gonna come. And then this radio button, like we have to choose in one of those 3. So please select your favorite genre. Break, we're going to give the break tag to give a line. So now input type is going to be radio. So name is equal to genre, value is equal to rock, checked is equal to checked. So now it's going to be checked already. If we remove this, checked equal to checked, so it's not going to give that, but it's not going to let us remove that button thing. So let's keep checked as checked, and after this we're going to give rock. So see, we'll just copy this and give another. Value is equal to pop. No need of giving checked now. Pop, and here we're going to give pop. So pop, we can choose this now. It's going to switch between these two guys. And lastly we're going to have jazz. So we can choose in one of these. Then input type equal to checkbox. So we'll just copy this. Sorry. Yeah. But now instead of radio, we'll change it to checkbox. And checkbox. So now see, it's gonna be like a little different. You can select all 3 or unselect. For this we'll just remove checked. Yeah, if you want you can try to remove this pop. See, it's not gonna give anything, so it's better to give that pop. Take this rock and put it here. Yeah, so see, we can select all 3 or unselect, but for radius you have to select one of these. You can't select all of them. So like drop down list. So now we'll have a p tag. What device do you listen to music on? Then under this P, we're going to give select name is equal to devices. We'll just remove this ID. It's going to give automatically. And then option value is equal to iPod and then iPod. So see, iPod is automatically in starting gonna give us an iPod, but then we'll just change this next one to radio and this to radio, and the bottom one we're going to keep computer. So if you want, you can click on this and select computer, radio, anything. Then there's a multiple select box. So let's say we'll just copy this whole thing. We'll have another of it, but then wait, we're just gonna give break. But here we're gonna give multiple is equal to multiple and size is equal to 3. So see, now it's not going to come like a drop down. It's going to just allow us to select more than 3. If you want, you can just give more of these. So it's going to let us scroll like that. If you don't want to, you don't need to give it. So you can just select like this. And then file input box. So we'll have a P, upload picture. So you can have input. Let's just check for file. Yeah, file name user-pic for user's picture. Then yeah, so now when we click on this, it'll ask us to choose a file from the computer, and then you can have a submit button. So input type equal to submit, not button, submit. Value is equal to subscribe. And guys, if you already did not subscribe, please make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications. Please share this video and comment down below if you subscribed. I subscribed. Yeah, so let's get back. So then there's the image button. We'll just copy this subscribe button. We'll give a break. Then input type is equal to image. So wait, src, same like that image we learned. So I'll just get the image from the last image tutorial. HTML. Oh, sorry, wait, just a second. Images cp to dot slash mv2 forms. Yeah, so now I got it. Yeah, 2 dot slash. So now see, it's gonna, that button is going to show that image. Then button and hidden controls. So you can have input type hidden, name bookmark. So it's going to be hidden. So authors, like, they usually give this. So suppose they'll keep a button before this. We'll copy this submit button here. So it's that the submit button is actually coming on the place of the input type hidden. So you can keep like, you can add an attribute here. So like when we click on this, like this, actually this button is on this hidden. So when we click this button, it's actually gonna be like we're clicking the input type hidden also. So we can tell the user hi, like that. Then we can label form controls. Let's give multiple breaks to give some break, and then label for, you can give, or instead of for you can give age, input type equal to text, name is equal to age. Yeah, we can remove this id again. So see, age, you can type whatever you want, and then you can group form elements. So let's say, now we'll give multiple breaks again to have some gap, and then here we use a field set tag, and then there's a legend tag also. So contact details. So label, no need of for, email, input type equal text we can use for email, or type equal to email. It will specifically ask us to type in an email. Yeah, so it's gonna like group it into one big thing, and then we're gonna have a br here. So in the next line we're again gonna have another label for mobile. Here we'll have another br to give a line, not for mobile. We'll just remove this for. Yeah, again another br, input type equal to text, name, mobile hyphen number. So you can have like this. So you can have multiple like elements, you can group them together. Then you have form validation. So let's say we go back to our input type password, like that. Then here we're gonna keep it required. So if you want, you can give equal to required, or you can just leave it required as it is. And then here we'll have input type submit. We can have whatever value you want. Sorry, here, and paste it here. So now when we go up that, so if you don't type anything, it's gonna force us to fill into this field. So as you can see, sorry, yeah, so then there's the date input. Let's go back down. Let's just have another form without any action, like that, because we're not going to have any action particularly. Input type is equal to date. So let's just leave it like that. So date, you can choose whatever date you want. I'll choose 5th, or if you want you can choose next month's also. I'll choose, yeah. So then you can have, as we learned, email input and URL input. So in this input type URL, so it will ask us to type a URL. https://google.com, like that. So then you can have search input. So input type is equal to search. So when we search, it's gonna automatically give a cross button. If you want, we can get the search data from another, like using the action attribute for the form. Yeah, so this is it, guys. So in this video we learned about whenever you want to collect information from visitors, you will need a form which lives inside a form element, that this element. Then information from a form is sent in name or value pairs. Each form control is given a name, and the text the user types in or the values of the options they select are sent to the server. We are using HTML5, so HTML5 introduces new form elements which makes it easier for visitors to fill in forms. So this is it, guys. In the next video we are going to learn about specifying different versions of HTML, identifying and grouping elements, comments, meta information and iframes. So please make sure to subscribe and share this video. Please like this video and turn on the notifications, and if you subscribed, please comment down below I subscribed. Bye guys.